Okay, so you have gone through your videos. These are your practice problems, and this will get glued into your journal, so make sure that you don't just have the answers, you have the steps as well. So again, this is multiplication and division. We look here and we have 3 times x, because the back-to-back means that it's multiplication. So 3 times x equals 36. Your first thought to yourself should be, what am I doing to my variable? I am multiplying it by 3. So whatever if I'm multiplying it by 3, I need to do the inverse operation, which is divide by 3. If whatever I do to one side, I've got to do to the other. So this cancels out. I'm left with x is equal to 36 divided by 3, which is 12. Again, I can go back and check my work. And 3 times 12 is 36, and it checks out. All right, the next one is y divided by 9 equals 3. What am I doing to my variable? I am dividing it by 9, so I'll do the inverse operation, which is multiplying it by 9. That will cancel that out. Whatever I do to one side, I have to do to the other. So that is going to be y equals 3 times 9, which will give me 27. So I will check my work, which will give me 27 divided by 9 is 3. That's what it was supposed to be. So therefore I am right. Okay. So these next ones that I'm going to do, there's going to be some silence, so I'm just going to work them out. I want you to check your answers with my answers. If you did not get those same answers, then you need to find out, you need to look at my work, check your work. If you got them right, great. All right, so there's going to be a long pause. You'll see me writing. That's just me showing my work. You can follow along to be checking your answers as well. All right, so we'll start with number 3. You might hear me thinking to myself, this is what kind of thinking I want you to do in your brain while you work this out. All right, so I am multiplying my variable by 5, so I'm going to do the inverse, which is going to be divide by 5, left with p equals 25 divided by 5, which is 5. I will check my work. And 5 times 5 is 25. That's what it was supposed to be. Great. Forgot to circle my answers. 14 equals a divided by 2. What am I doing to my variable? I'm dividing by 2. So the inverse is going to be multiplying by 2. I'm left with a equals 28. I check my work. 28 divided by 2 is 14, and that's what it was supposed to be. Awesome. All right, next ones are divided by 8, so I'm going to do my inverse, which is multiplying by 8. R equals 32. 32 divided by 8 is 4. Great. I am multiplying my variable by 6, so I'm going to divide by 6, and I'm going to get 4 is C. And let's see, 6 times 4 is 24. Perfect. All right, hopefully y'all are doing good right now. All right, Q divided by, that is a Q, not a 9. Q divided by 11, so I'm going to multiply by 11, multiply by 11. So my Q is equal to 11. Those cancel out. So 11 divided by 11 is 1. Great. All right. I'm multiplying, so my inverse is divide. Divide, I have U equals 5. Checking my work. 8 times 5 is 40. That's what it's supposed to be. Great. All right. 10 equals W divided by 3, so I'm going to multiply by 3, cancels out. And I'm left with W equals 30. All right, I'm going to check my work. 30 divided by 3 is 10. That's what it's supposed to be. Great. 7 times z equals 7. So I'm multiplying. So I'm going to do the inverse, which is going to be divide by 7. Divide by 7 cancels out. I'm left with z is equal to 7 divided by 7, which is 1. Let me check. 7 times 1 is 7, and that's what it's supposed to be. So there is our examples. Checking your work. Let's check the work. There we go. Check your work. This gets glued into your journal. And make sure you put up here multiply, divide. Glue it into your journal. And then you can start with the next activity that is found on the Google Classroom. And that should help you be able to do practice. That practice is going to be over all operations, so adding, subtracting, multiplying, and dividing. All right, make sure this gets glued into your journal and you update your table of contents.